Hey guys, Moldy Fish Sticks here, and this is going to be a spoiler-free review for the Mortuary Assistant. This game is a supernatural horror game developed by Darkstone Digital, where you work in a mortuary. This game is actually solo developed by Brian Clark, which blew my mind, especially the fact that it's been under 2 years since his last released game on Steam. A game as good looking as this, developed by a single man with barely any mechanical flaws in my eyes, this game is something to give an outstanding ovation for. And I'm just going to say something about Morticians before continuing this review. I think it's an honourable job to make a deceased loved one presentable for their friends and family during a viewing, before a funeral, or even during a funeral if it's an open casket. This statement really has nothing to do with the game, but I feel like people look down upon morticians at times since it's not a job for everyone. But it is a job that needs to be done that not a lot of people have the stomach to do, so thank you to any morticians out there. Thank you, and let's continue. So your name is Rebecca Owens and you work in a place called Riverfields Mortuary. The tutorial section introduces you to the main mechanics of the game really well, and it also introduces you to Raymond Delver, your boss of this mortuary. I won't spoil what the base story is past the introduction, but I recommend listening to what happens at the start of the tutorial section to see if this is a game for you. So I'll talk about the intro and premise of this game. If you want to skip it, just skip to this part here. Basically, you work on a body during the tutorial and then you get sent home early, and then you get on a call with your friend and you're like, oh my god, I don't think he likes me, he sent me home early. Then boom, you get a call from him and it's like, I need you in right now for a night shift because he's feeling a little bit sick. You get excited and let your friend know you're back in the business, motherfucker, so you head into the mortuary to find that Raymond's not there, but this sketchy drug-dealing looking motherfucker with a hoodie is standing outside looking into the window. You get a call, and then it turns out your boss is the one standing outside who explains a demon has attached itself to you and you need to resolve this all by yourself. Thank you, Raymond. Fuck you, Raymond. And he leaves you with a chilling but pretty gangster quote of, I had years to learn what I know, you have hours. This introduction alone is damn near perfect, I'm not gonna lie. A helpful tutorial with good plot building all in one without being boring. The core loop is pretty simple. You take a body, wheel it down the hallway into the main room, and perform your duties of making a corpse look presentable. But while you're doing this, creepy shit happens, and you need to work towards banishing a demon. This is the main loop of every game, and within this you can get 5 endings that I obviously won't spoil, but each of them present pretty unique cutscenes. And there are also other cutscenes in the game as well, and just a reminder, one fucking person made these cutscenes and facial animations. Goddamn. But the stuff that happens while on the job will definitely make your balls tingle and give you an eerie feeling. Being around dead bodies just adds to the disturbing nature of supernatural activities that will occur, and especially when you're up close in their face with a fucking scalpel. But that is the core essence of this game. It is a mortician simulator type of game with a paranormal twist, and I highly recommend wearing headphones with this as the immersion it brings is very, very well done. And I do recommend using a keyboard and mouse since the game flows a lot faster, personal opinion. But there's also no vibration effect from gamepads as of now. Maybe there'll be an update sometime down the line, but yeah, the keyboard and mouse will still be my go-to for like any horror game, any first-person game apart from Outer Wilds. Now, is this game good? Yes, no bullshit, it is a good game and one you can replay, but it's not perfect and it's not, really good. Remember, this game was developed by a single person, so there are a few bugs that I bumped into along the way. One game-breaking one where I actually bugged out of a step of embalming and I needed to reset the game in order to continue and start from step 1 with the particular person I was working on. However, something good did come out of this. I did realize that not all the same paranormal events are attached to one person. Even if I loaded back in with the same dude on the table, things changed up, which actually made me pretty impressed. However, something pretty off-putting may affect your love for this game. One, a lot of people on Steam are complaining about in general, and they are justified. what you are going to be doing for each playthrough for a majority of each playthrough is the same exact thing every time. And after your first playthrough, or even during your first playthrough, you will definitely memorize each of these steps and not even to look at your clipboard for help since you've like embalmed 5 bodies. Granted, all the paranormal events won't be the same on each playthrough, but you kind of ignore some of it after a while and just want to get all the bodies done, and it's relatively short. This doesn't make it a perfect horror game and one you'll replay over and over again like, I have with Outlast for example, and the price tag is a little much in my personal opinion for a relatively simple and short game. My final verdict for this game is around a 6 to a 6.5. Remember, 5 being average, I still think this is a slightly above average horror game that's pretty unique. Like, it does give you a spooky feeling and it's not like anything I've played before. I do recommend getting this game on sale, but if simulation games and horror games are both your cup of tea, you'll definitely have a good cup of tea. This is a game where I can comfortably say, if you love this game, I understand why, and if you don't like this game, I also understand why. But yeah, that's it for this video. My name is Moldy Fishstick, and have a great one. Stay safe, stay sexy, stay humble. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Suck your nipple.